All right, I just got back from Turkey. I got a hair transplant in Istanbul at the Smile Hair Clinic. I like it. I don't know, maybe you can explain it.
Yeah, sure. It's the line across which we go when doing the incision. So we go across the line to give it irregularities as well. So it won't be the straight line, came from barbital line.
I think I'm in pretty good hands. All right, I'll see you in a couple hours. You're smiling. As I thought, but it's definitely weird.
So can you rate yourself?
What?
Can you rate
Rate?
your look? Yeah.
I mean, I don't like this look. Like, I wouldn't prefer it, but it's not as bad as I thought.
Yeah.
I'd say 7.
Okay, great. Okay, ready?
Yeah, there you go. Video really fast here. Alright, this is by far the shortest my hair has ever been. Dr. Firdavs do an FUE hair transplant procedure, approximately 4,200 grafts. It was a wild experience. I felt very comfortable though with this particular clinic. All the doctors and nurses and everyone involved was super empathetic and helpful in answering questions and making you feel seen and comfortable throughout the whole process. It is not a nothing procedure. It took about 7 hours to do all of the incisions, the extractions, and then implantations. Are just basically 3 main steps, and there's not too much pain. There's a little bit of pain for the first 15 minutes when they're doing the injections that actually numb you, and the fluid that they put in the head.
Okay, today we have the patient, a 36-year-old male with a neurotype 4 of the hair loss. The neurotype 4 is mainly the loss of the front hairline, some thinning in the hair loss in the temples. There is a general thinning across the front forelock, front third of that. So the front side is completely affected. There is some thinning in the hair loss in the mid-scalp as well, and the degree of the thinning in the crown area. For the crown area, most probably we will advise the patient to stick up with the medical treatment because the density in the crown area is in a good condition. The problem is that actually the grafts are losing their volume. So because they are losing the volume, they start to become thinner and you can see the skin in between them. But overall density per centimeter square is good. And if you try to do the incisions and implantation to this area where the density is still good, there is a high risk when we implant the graft, it damages the adjacent or neighboring the hair follicles. So when trying to implant one hair, we can lose totally of the patient's own hair. So it's irrational aspect or approach for this type of patient. So that's why we'll cover the open areas as much as we can with the hair transplantation, and for the rest, just to slow down or to prevent the hair loss, we'll definitely advise the patient to medical treatment with finasteride and minoxidil. Now, so we are going with incisions now. After the incisions are done, we'll start with extraction and let's see how it goes.
And then after that, you're just kind of talking with the doctors and the nurses, and you just do step by step, and it takes about 7 hours, and depending on how many grafts you get. And so Dr. Firdavs did a great job at helping me design the hairline. I didn't want anything too unnatural. I wanted a mature hairline. I didn't want that Lego look. So we have single hairs in the first rows and then thicker. So any of you guys out there that are thinking about doing it, definitely take a look at Smile Hair Clinic. I would recommend them to anyone. I actually think my twin brother is gonna head out there in the next year or two and do the same thing that I did. So I'm happy with the process, and now it's just time to heal and go through the post-operative care. And then they did everything from the back of my head. So I'll turn my head a little bit so you can see where they did the donor area. And that's only been 72 hours and it's mostly healed. I didn't have any blood on my pillow last night when I slept, which I was surprised. And yeah, I think there's no better place to do it. Yeah, I would recommend them. Thumbs up across the board for Smile Hair Clinic.